Hi everyone, my name's Damara, and I'm going to begin to pull each day a card for us all who know that we're on the path and are working hard to bring the whole of our higher selves into this realm in order to bring about the new world. So I've got here the Golden Futures pack, which is a lovely pack of cards. And I've shuffled the cards 11 times as instructed by the universe for all of my readings now. And we're just going to do 3 shuffles here. And the top card is going to be our card for today. I'm just going to now turn the camera so that you can see the card that we're going to reveal here. Okay, and you can see my light beings that are evolving from the clay that I work with in my free time here. We have Akhenaten here guiding us, the man who in the Egyptian culture all those thousands of years ago brought in the oneness and not the worshipping of many energies and many gods. This one is from the Native American nation, and it is a light being now that is shining for us. And this is one of the Anunnaki. This is quite interesting when this came through, because many of us have read the works of Zachariah Sitchin, who translated those texts on the cube form stones that were carved with all the information about the genetic modifying or bringing into being of the human and in the human body that we are now. We won't go into that in any depth. Let's see what the card is for us here today. This is really interesting. This is the leisure. This is the golden cards, the golden future. And this is about leisure. And you know, my goodness, this is a really important thing to look at, because look how people spend their time with leisure. I mean, it's more like torture to the higher aspects of them in a lot of ways. And what we're being asked to look at here is the higher level of how we spend our leisure time. And this is also sport, you know, where people spend their leisure time in competitive sports, which go too far in the competitive line of interest, rather than just being, let's use our skills on a green field of grass, and let's use this ball to see how accurate we can be with firing into that goal. I mean, that's something else. But what happens is you have this competitive force that plays out. And we're going miles from that, thousands of miles from that way of using our leisure. And look, you know, that has enveloped into a culture that is horribly degraded when you think about it, where one team's followers fight another team's followers. We're not going there. We're going into a world of leisure where we need that leisure. And we can actually have more leisure as we walk forward, as we get better at focus with the work that we have agreed to do on this planet, because there is a lot of work that we've agreed to do, a lot of ways that we are here to help bring in the new world. But our leisure time can be more when we focus very clearly on the work side of it and get that done. And then when we want to lounge and leisure our time away, it can be even more profound. And this takes some thinking about for various groups on our planet. A bit like the information I was given to give out yesterday on dogs, which was like hard for me to do because I just know the emotional power that people put into their relationships with dogs, and they could erupt all over the place about that post that I did. It's all been good so far, thank goodness, but on this leisure side as well, this is where people put their emotion and their warriorship into the wrong things, into sports. Whereas sports are there for us to use our skills and to have pleasure, and for other people to watch us when we have great skills in that pleasure. And it's gone sideways. Somersaulted sideways, upside down, like a lot of us say. We live in an upside down world right now in the main categories of the world. So here, this takes you into the subtleties of who we are and how our leisure time can be spent in the most amazing, creative and wonderfully supportive ways. So think about what your leisures are now. And if your leisure is going down to the local bar and drinking a few drinks so that you can actually feel balanced, then you really, really need to look at what you're doing. And if your leisure means not leisure for other people, where you like making fun of other people, I mean, there are loads of people who do that for pleasure, and have this really twisted side of their personality. Just think about this in depth. This is leisure and sport. How do we bring those into the higher levels? It's an interesting topic of conversation because they can be taken to the bottom and the depths of the horror story that parts of this world are playing out, like the drug scene, the drug side of it, where people get addicted to something that they use to try and get some comfort, and then it kills them. I mean, we have extremes on every side of this, and I'm not going to leave any of them out. But the leisure should be used where it is to your highest good. And I'm just going to leave you with those words there. Leisure and sport for our highest good. Thank you for listening. It's great when you like a video or subscribe, because this puts this information out onto the feed for many more people. So thank you for all the people that have subscribed and do like my videos. Love to have some comments on how you're dealing with the part of your mission that you have unlocked, and know that you're there to give out information that sometimes, there's a lot of people who don't want to even see that information or hear you talk about these things because they're so stuck in their lower energy. Let's start up some conversations about this and give each other support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing me into your sacred space today. Bye for now.